So there's going to be double recruiting in today's episode as we just beat Northwestern, and now in week 11 it's a bye week, so we're going to do recruiting and then obviously recruiting for week 12 as well into the game for that week. So obviously huge news. First thing we need to get into, Dominique Cronin, the #1 recruit, not just the #1 athlete, the #1 recruit in all of college football, has committed to the Nebraska Cornhuskers. But we did also lose Lance Harris, the fullback we were going after. But the good news is we don't need a fullback in the spread option like we did in the flex bone that we were running. Both Auburn and Penn State are making pushes on Evan Gonzalez here, and I do want to make sure we get him, so we're going to bump him up to the max of 500. Same deal with the tackle, Jimmy Horner. Alabama's making a push for him. I'm going to bump him up to the max 500. Thomas Justice is another one. We're going to bump him up to the max as well. Texas A&M is also making a push for Kelvin Huff, and I would like to get him. We're not going to bump him to the max. We're going to bump him to like 300, and we're going to offer him a scholarship. Eric Reyes is a middle linebacker from Kansas who I would like to be able to get here. We are pretty much in the lead on him. BC and Iowa State don't really seem too interested. We just haven't offered him a scholarship yet, which we are going to do right now. And then Mike Davis is an outside linebacker who I very much would like. Alabama's starting to make a push on him, so we're just going to throw the rest of these points for this week onto him. So we are now on to week 12 for recruiting, and we have a big week with visits. Adam Pearson, the best running back in the country. John Bonner, the super fast 5-star receiver. Brian Rush, a very good defensive DN, and Eric Reyes, the middle linebacker from Kansas, are all visiting this week as we're playing host to Wisconsin. We've also received 2 more commitments. This time, Joe Hayes, the JUCO athlete out of Hawaii, has committed to us. He's very fast, can even play some option QB if we wanted him to. I'm not sure if that's really the route I want to go with him. I'm probably going to maybe use him as a defensive back. It probably seems like he's very suited for that. So Joe Hayes has committed to us. And then we've also got Benjamin Cleveland, who I believe is from Nebraska. Yes, he is from Nebraska. He committed to us over USC. And he is a very solid defensive end who's going to be coming to our program. Unfortunately, Kelvin Huff has decided to commit to Texas A&M. I guess he just really loved them, so he's going to Texas A&M. And we're going to have to find ourselves some other safeties to go after. Also, Thomas Justice has locked us out because he would much rather go to Cal and Minnesota than us. And he's locked us out. I don't even have the ability to unlock him. I could buy that, but for now we're going to leave him on the recruiting board if I do decide to buy that, and we will unlock him. But if not, we'll take him off the board another point. But for now, his points are obviously not on the counted to or allocated this week. And because we're going to be losing out on Thomas Justice, the offensive guard, we do have Marcus Pugh here, who we're not putting too many points into, but we have some. We're going to bump that up to like 250, I'd say, and then also offer him a scholarship to make up for Thomas Justice. And now we're just looking at any single prospect out there. I'm sorting by all states, strong safeties. We got this Charles Park hard hitter out of Peoria, Illinois. We're adding him to the board. And we also got Nathan Wilcox, a balanced strong safety out of Newark, Ohio. We're adding him to the board as well. So off camera, I went and added a few more guys to our board here. One of them being J.J. Williamson, this 5-star athlete from Tuscaloosa who very clearly wants to go to Alabama. But for whatever reason, Alabama doesn't want him. And I also scouted him, and he is a very, very good player. So we are going to be trying to go after him here. And like I said, we needed safeties. I went out and found this JUCO free safety, Nick Roth from Stamford, Connecticut, who nobody's going after for whatever reason, and he is a very, very solid safety. So we're going to be putting points into him as well. And then I'm not too concerned with going after this JUCO athlete, but I figured I might as well throw him on the board here. We're just going to throw the rest of our 100 points into him just to get the ball rolling, and that'll be what we do for this week. So just a quick update on the top 25. We have a new unanimous #1 team in the country coming off a huge win, 42-21 over Oklahoma, who was #2 at the time. Now they're 5th. #1 team in the country, Baylor Bears. But obviously we have Wisconsin on the schedule this week, and they have actually put themselves together a pretty decent season here as they are at the top of the Big Ten West. Iowa right behind them. There you see their offensive and defensive leaders. Graham Mertz is their quarterback. He's been slinging at 12 TDs, 7 INTs. They got Malusi, the running back, 765 yards on the ground with 8 touchdowns as well. And they actually just recently lost to Iowa, and they're coming off a just barely defensive win against BYU, who's 2-7, and now they get us on the schedule. So, trap game, perhaps? 2 weeks ago, the Nebraska Cornhuskers finally got back in the win column, and now after a bye week, they are fresh and rejuvenated and ready to take on the Wisconsin Badgers with several key recruits on their official visits this week. Also, short-handed at running back as Gabe Irvin Jr. is out with back spasms as they take on a top 10 defense in the country. Graham Mertz and the Badgers offense will start this game off out on the field, and hits a handoff to Chez Malusi here as Will Honus is going to wrap him up after a 7-yard rush. Sets up a 3rd and 3 for the Badgers. Mertz now in the shotgun with Malusi to his left in the pocket, rolling out to his right. Robinson gets away from his blocker, and Ty Robinson takes down Graham Mertz for the sack on 3rd down. So they punt it back to Nebraska, and now Logan Smothers and the Cornhuskers offense will take the field decked out in their black tops today. Handoff from Amir Johnson here on 2nd and 7. Gets stopped just before the first down marker, so it's 3rd and inches. Handoff Betts, and he is stopped for a loss of 3, so punting it right back to Wisconsin as Graham Mertz and company take the field. Handoff Chez Malusi. He stiff arms JoJo Dahmen like he is nothing, and he's going to get into Nebraska territory as he's finally wrapped up at about the 35-yard line. So 4:55 left in the quarter now. I form. Mertz, quick drop back, almost picked off by the Cornhuskers. Instead, just a pass deflection. So 2nd and 10 now. Handoff Malusi, kicks it to the right side. He's wrapped up by 2 Cornhuskers defenders, and it's now a 3rd and 5. Mertz on the shotgun, the snap, in the pocket, scanning the field, has plenty of time, and he's going to be picked off by JoJo Dahmen as now the Cornhuskers are going the way. The leader of the defense comes up with the big play there, or they're going the other way, I should say, as Smothers hooks up with Betts here on 2nd and 5, sets up a 3rd and 1 after the 4-yard reception. So 3rd and 1 here, Allen in motion, handoff Johnson, he has the first down as they go to their impact running back to reset the chain. So it's 2nd and 5 now, a couple plays later. Handoff Betts, he picks up the first down, gets stopped at about the 45, new set of downs upcoming. So 1st and 10 in the shotgun is Smothers. They're going to go to the air here. He's going to lay this one up, and it is going to be picked off by Nelson of the Badgers defense. And now each team has thrown INTs on the day as the Badgers will take over on offense here with about 2 minutes left in the first quarter. Mertz under center. Quick pass over the middle. Look at that one-handed catch by Danny Davis III. 13 yards. Picks up the first down as well. So the next set of downs, it's Mertz going over the middle once again on a slant to Pryor, and they move the chains again. So 1st and 10, once again, Mertz running the option, pitches the Malusi, sheds one tackler, but it's Will Honus wrapping him up in the backfield for a loss of 1. 2nd and 11 now out of the I form. Handoff Malusi, he's wrapped up by Still, and he's going to be setting up a 2nd and 10 here for the Badgers. So Mertz in the shotgun over the middle finds Pryor. He's wrapped up by Nelson, short of the first down marker. So Wisconsin settles for a field goal as they bring out the kicker and knock down the field goal to make it a 3-0 lead for Wisconsin. So into the second quarter now, Smothers and the Cornhuskers are back out on the field. He's going to hook up with Austin Allen here to convert on 3rd and 5 with a quick strike to him as they move the chains. Now out of the pistol formation, Smothers running the option, keeping this one himself, picks up about 7 or 6 yards, sets up a 3rd and 3. Now to the pistol once again. Handoff, Johnson kicks it inside, picks up the first down, moves the chains. They're at about midfield, or about the 45 rather, in Wisconsin territory. 2nd and 4 now a couple plays later, and Smothers is sacked before he can get the pass off, so it sets up a 3rd and 13 now for the Cornhuskers offense. Smothers in the split slot now. He's going to lay this one up down the right sideline. Toure cannot make the catch. That's deflected, so they punt it back to Wisconsin as they take over here on offense. About 5:30 left in the quarter, but Malusi nowhere to go there, barely picks up 2, so now it's 2nd and 8 for the Badgers here. Another handoff for Malusi as it's Feldarius Payne stopping him for a 1-yard loss. So 3rd and 9 now for Wisconsin. Mertz in the shotgun, Malusi to his right, the snap. He's got a bunch of time, rolling out to his right to get more time, and he has a man open, but he overthrows him as he could not hook up with his impact tight end there. So now Cornhuskers on offense inside Wisconsin territory here on 2nd and 6. Handoff, Johnson picks up 5 yards, sets up a 3rd and 1. Now it's a read option. Smothers keeps it, and he gets the first down. So they move the chains, and they get farther into Wisconsin territory. About 3:25 left in the quarter. Smothers play action. He hooks up with Allen this time, and he gets the first down. Allen's been catching some passes here today as he converts the first down, and now they move things, and here's Smothers out of the veer, and he is going to find his way into the end zone as Logan Smothers finds pay dirt and gives the Nebraska Cornhuskers their first points of the game and the lead as it's a 7-3 ball game. So 2:43 here left in the first half. Handoff Malusi from the Badgers as he's going to be wrapped up after only a 1-yard gain. Sets up a 3rd and 5. So Mertz snaps, dropping back, gets a screen, finds Malusi. He's got a block, and he gets the first down. So 1st and 10 now for the Badgers, or a couple plays later, it's 2nd and 7. Mertz in the shotgun once again. He tries to roll out, but he rolls out right into Ty Robinson as he continues to add on that sack total here for this Nebraska defense. So 3rd and 13 here for Mertz. He finds his tight end Ferguson, but he is short of the first down marker. 4th and 4. They punt it back, and then that would basically get it into halftime here as Nebraska leads 7-3 at the end of one half. Pick things up here in the third quarter as the Cornhuskers are on offense. Triple option. Smothers pitches Johnson, cuts it inside the block, and he has a first down as he's dragged down to about midfield. So the Cornhuskers offense keep moving the ball now. Very next play, it's a veer, and Smothers makes the wrong read as he loses 3 yards. So 2nd and 13 upcoming now. Triple option out of the pistol. Smothers pitches to Johnson, and he's going to be wrapped up after only 5 yards. So it's 3rd and 8 now for the Cornhuskers. Smothers in a heavy formation. He's going to go over the middle for Allen, but that pass is batted down, so it's 4th and 8. They have to punt back to Wisconsin. So Graham Mertz and company take the field. He's dropping back, scanning the field, and nobody's open, so he just throws it away. 4th and 4. They can't convert, and now we pick things back up with Nebraska on offense. They've got themselves a 3rd down they need to convert here, and they do by handing it off to Ramir Johnson to get a new set of downs. So now 3rd and 3 on the next set of downs a couple plays later, and it's Smothers cannot get the conversion, so now they are going to have to settle for a field goal. They do get points, though, so it's a 10-3 lead now for Nebraska, and we will now pick things back up with Wisconsin. About 2:28 left in the third quarter. Graham Mertz firing, finds Ferguson, almost got sacked there, and he somehow needles that into Ferguson. So now inside the 2-minute mark here in the third quarter, Mertz dropping back, rolling out, and he's going to be wrapped up by Ty Robinson again. That's 3 sacks on the day for the sophomore D-end. So 3rd and 8 now for the Badgers, and a dropped pass from Malusi probably could have gotten the first down as well, but instead it's going to be a punt back to the Huskers. So here they are in offense, running the triple option. Smothers keeps it. He's got a block downfield, and he gets the first down. 13 yards on the ground. We're into the fourth quarter now. 3rd and 3 here for Nebraska. Handoff Johnson. He converts. New set of downs for the Cornhuskers. So very next play, out of the pistol full house, triple option, Smothers pitches Johnson, he trucks a man over, picks up 5, sets up a 2nd and 5 here for Nebraska. So out of the shotgun, handoff Johnson, cuts it inside, he's got a bunch of space, he's got a seam, and he picks up 17 on the ground into Wisconsin territory now. So he has 120 yards so far on the ground in this game. And then there's I believe it was a shovel option and just going nowhere for the Cornhuskers as it sets up a 3rd and 15. They need to get big yardage here, and Smothers airing this one out for the end zone, and he has Brody Bell in the end zone who makes the diving catch, lays out for it, and it's now going to be a 17-3 lead for the Cornhuskers. Take a look at this diving catch from Brody Bell, the 5'9" slot receiver essentially. And then the backup running back for the Badgers is going to get a handoff on their offense as they start here, and they get a first down with him. 3rd and 7, a few plays later. Mertz over the middle has Pryor. He picks up a bunch of yards, more than he needs for the first down as well. So new set of downs for the Badgers. 2nd and 5, couple plays later. About 3 minutes left in the quarter here. So Mertz going to the sidelines, has Danny Davis. They're inside the red zone now. Mertz in the shotgun once again, over the middle, has his tight end Jake Ferguson, and that is a touchdown for the Badgers as they have their first tutty of the game, and it makes it a 17-10 ball game. So back to being a one-score game, about 2:18 left. Huskers on offense here. Ramir Johnson is just shoving guys off of him, picking up 16 yards on the ground as they are just trying to kill clock here and step on the Badgers' throats. So Smothers running the triple option, gets a few yards, but not enough. As it's 4th and 5, they're going to have to punt it back to Wisconsin. So the Cornhuskers defense here has to step up. 1st and 10 for Mertz. Danny Davis was shrieking down the sidelines, had nobody to beat, and he drops it. So now it's 2nd and 10 for the Badgers. About 1:15 left in the game. Mertz has all the time in the world. Still can't find anybody until the last second when Jake Ferguson somehow gets open. And it's a 3rd and 3 upcoming now. Mertz over the middle finds Pryor. He's tackled after he converts the first down. But they're inside the 1-minute mark. 45 seconds left. Mertz snaps, drops back, swings out to the flats for Malusi, and he's wrapped up for no gain. So 2nd and 10 now as they're hurrying to the line and they have to spike it. So they waste a down because they have no timeouts. 26 seconds left in the game. It's 3rd and 10. They need a conversion here and to get out of bounds. They go over the middle and they don't get the first down. So it's 4th and 1. They have to hurry to the line. 13, 12, and the clock is running down. The snap gets off, and Mertz cannot get the pass off, and it's also not even Ty Robinson. It's Rogers, his backup, getting the game-sealing sack as the Cornhuskers have done it. They have won 2 games in a row, and they have upset the Wisconsin Badgers, who are one of the better teams in the Big Ten West, if not the best team in the Big Ten West this season. Logan Smothers and company get it done again. Obviously, being a one-score game, it was a pretty even side. Both teams had similar offensive production. It was just the Cornhuskers stepped up when they needed to on defense, while Wisconsin just couldn't get in the end zone for most of the day. Ramir Johnson continues to be a workhorse for this team. 22 carries, 140 yards on the ground. You had Logan Smothers with 101 yards through the air and then 42 on the ground as well. 2 total touchdowns. Ty Robinson had 3 sacks for the Cornhuskers defense. But now the Cornhuskers will be looking forward to Week 13 as they're going to be playing host to the Penn State Nittany Lions. So with that being said, that's going to wrap things up here for this edition of the Nebraska Dynasty. I've been your host, Jerseyborn, and I am saying goodbye.